the time we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday. I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet from South Carolina to Maryland. I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up. I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now this time he'll look to throw. That is caught by Fountain. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Off the play fake, Hartman. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Mike Vrabel unsure of that last call. He's going to throw out the red flag. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Off play action. Hartman. He's got his man London right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 4th down, Hartman. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one taken just inside the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Moore. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. This is a counter play. Ekeler, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Hartman. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Hartman. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Ekeler with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from a strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And sometimes all of your best-laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Now it's Hines, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They run with Hines. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. This is Hines.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Nyheim Hines. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hitting London coming across the field.
On 1st and 10. Hartman on the screen. This is Eckler. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll look to throw again. Seconds to go.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The final shot before break. Hartman. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. To the air, Allen. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play there for Minnesota. 68 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll look to run with Nwangu.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Kene Nwangu
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 70 Lions, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Hartman. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Fowler.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. On 4th down, Hartman. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Hartman. Over the middle this time to Fowler. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on 3rd down. Hartman. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run now for Nwangu. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Allen. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down now, it's Hines. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. It's Eckler again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Eckler now between the tackles, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That good for 19 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And a short gain here down to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain.
On off the play fake. Hartman. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Off the bootleg, Hartman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Let's go.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. He's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Alert, alert, alert! Go!
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Up the middle, Nwangu. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Handoff right side to Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. But Charles, a lot of happy faces.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment